This episode is brought to you by 365 Connect, the world's most advanced automated marketing and leasing platform built to keep your communities running 24/7, totally hands-free. Be sure to check out UnitRev, their AI-powered platform that creates and posts real-time content across search and social using live property data. It's redefining how communities attract and convert renters. It's a total game changer. I've seen it in action, and it's impressive. Visit 365connect.com today and tell them Mike sent you for a 30-day free trial. Welcome to a very cold edition of the Multifamily Collective. I'm actually recording this on January the 26th, very early morning, but this is an entry for February 27th, 2026 in the Multifamily Operations Tip of the Day. The title is Why Emotional Tone Sets the Temperature of Your Team. And the entry goes like this: teams mirror leadership behavior more than leadership words. Anxiety spreads quickly, and so does composure. In emotionally charged situations, leaders are closely watched. Remember that, closely watched. A measured response signals stability, even when answers are incomplete. Panic multiplies problems, calm contains them. Your tone becomes the organization's tone. Choose it intentionally. This is interesting. Over the many, many years I've been in this industry, I've worked for many different types and flavors of leaders and managers across the board, across the spectrum, across different organizations, 5 or 6 different organizations. And it is true that if in an emotionally loaded circumstance, the leader acts or behaves in an emotionally loaded way, the rest of the organization follows. In emotionally loaded, I mean outsized response or an overly aggressive and or something that is completely not fitting of the circumstance. Then the whole organization tends to act and behave in that respect. Whereas if a leader shows up and they are very staid in their approach, they're very staid in their leadership style, they're very staid in their behavior, then the whole organization follows suit. Now, that doesn't mean that leaders can't be firm. And as long as they're fair, if they're firm, meaning the tone of their voice elevates to some extent, the words become a little more edgy, that is completely in bounds as it relates to motivating, inspiring teams to do better or to create better outcomes. But what it doesn't mean is when leaders, and I've seen this, leaders just come completely off the handle. They speak very irrationally and they act very irrationally. They behave very irrationally. I label it the whack-a-mole type leadership, whack-a-mole leadership, where everything is a priority, everything is the end of the world, and everything needs to be focused on yesterday. That type of leadership just creates chaos and anxiety in your team. And your team doesn't produce. They don't do well in that type of a circumstance. You might think as a leader that you're doing what is right and appropriate in that moment, but when you act and behave in that way, all you're doing is just shining a light on yourself in the insecurities that you have toward the business that you're trying to get accomplished. In other words, you plant seeds of doubt in the people that you're leading, in that you don't know what you're doing, and the organization doesn't know what to do as a result of you not knowing what you're doing. There are leaders like that out there in the world. Don't be one of them. That is the tip of the day. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.